everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Megan for those of you who are new here, and if you are joining again for another video, thank you guys so much. Happy Vlogmas Day 3. I'm super excited for the holiday season, and in this episode, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about how to prepare to host holidays. So Christmas specifically, just because Thanksgiving already passed, but these are good tips for any holidays that you may be hosting. I just did Thanksgiving for my family, and while it was super fun, it was definitely stressful, and I learned a lot from doing that, so I wanted to kind of just share how to prepare to host the holidays. So let's go ahead and jump in. But before we do, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We do not want to make sure you miss any videos to come from the channel. And let's go ahead and get into this. So step number 1 out of 10, again, we have 10 steps for this, is sending out your invites, or at least knowing who you're going to invite. So I know that we don't really send out paper invites anymore. A lot of them are evites or just a text message or tagging people on social media. It's just the days that we're in. But definitely having your invite, that way you can know the amount of people that are coming, so you can prepare for food, you can prepare for decorations, if you're going to do like gift bags or giveaways, anything like that. Making sure that you are prepared for that is super important. So sending out that invite, asking people to RSVP, so that way you know that they are going to be there, and again, you can prepare for it. Number 2, set your budget, okay? Do not go outside of your budget. You guys know I'm super strict when it comes to this. Have your budget in mind. If you only want to spend $200 for the entire event, you can do it. I promise you. Go to places like the thrift store and Five Below and Walmart and the Target dollar section, and you're able to pull off a lot more with a smaller budget than you really think. So maybe I'll do a separate video about just budgeting in general and how to be frugal with that. But for hosting an event, definitely set your budget. Because you're going to have to think about things like, again, the decorations, the food, the entertainment, if you're going to have entertainment, the giveaways. I mean, there's so much to think about. So realistically, what can you spend on this hosting event? What can you spend on it? And do not go outside of that. Number 4, this one is super fun to me, and one that I don't think a lot of people think about, but do and make your food multiple times before your event. So for Thanksgiving, a lot of the foods that we made, we already cooked a lot, so we already knew exactly how we were going to make it, and it's good, so we knew what we were doing. But for some of the foods that were kind of fairly newer to us, I cooked a couple times before Thanksgiving. That way it was perfected and how I wanted it to taste, versus waiting until the day of and it tasting like absolute crap because I didn't practice making it, and now I'm embarrassed by the food that's there. So I suggest, whether that's cooking, whether it's baking, whether it's making alcoholic drinks, whether it's making mocktails, whatever the case is, practice a couple different times before Thanksgiving. Maybe share it with your family, share it with your friends or your significant other to kind of get some intake about what you can change. That way, when the day comes for your event, you're not embarrassed by what you're cooking, and you know it's going to be good. The next one is think about the timing that you're going to need for everything. So for me, I'm an early person. I like to have things done early. I like to be places early, and it's important to me to know if this is going to take 25 minutes to prepare this food, and it's going to take me an hour to hang up decorations, and it's going to take me 10 minutes to get people parked when they get here. I need to know that. So I like to just kind of plan ahead of time and redo things over and over again. Just like similarly with the food, I like to kind of just replay things in my mind and make myself a schedule so I know and I stay on track of what needs to happen. That way I'm on time for the event when people are showing up. So just really making sure that you have your timing down packed and you know exactly how long everything's going to take you. That way you're prepared for the day of. So going back to the drinks, if you're anything like me and my family, we love to have wine, we love to have cocktails, margaritas, things like that. So knowing what type of drinks you're going to serve and practicing those as well. Making sure you have all the alcohol, or again, if you're not into alcohol, that's fine, but making sure you have the drinks to make whatever you're going to make. And again, of course, you're including that in your budget, but just knowing how to make those drinks, because we're not bartenders, so you have to look up certain ingredients, just practicing those as well. The next one is knowing what you're going to do for entertainment. So I think that that's kind of important. I mean, I've had several parties where I didn't really have any entertainment because I knew that it was just a lot of my friends who were getting together, so we always entertained ourselves. But if you're going to have like different types of people there, so maybe your grandparents, and then you're going to have your younger cousins and your siblings or your kids or whatever the case is, you're going to want to have some sort of entertainment for each of them. That way people don't get bored, people start to leave, unless that's what you want. But just having some sort of games or something entertaining, whether it's music, you know, anything like that to kind of keep people on track and to keep people and just having fun in the moment when they're there at your house. All right, the next one. So while decor isn't necessary, if it's something you want, plan ahead for that. Get it ready the day before, get it ready hours before the event, have everything set up and decorated. That way you're not stressing last minute. And just as somebody who's done a lot of parties, I like to host a lot of my friends' parties, I do the holidays and stuff like that. Decorating takes a long time, okay? It takes hours sometimes to get decorations up, especially if you're blowing up balloons and hanging up different things. It can take a long time, like longer than you think, to get decorations up and going. So I always suggest like doing it the day before, or again hours before, or having people come to help you with decorations, because that can really, really cause a lot of stress, especially if you have to cook and worry about other things. So you're gonna want to make sure that you're getting that done ahead of time if you possibly can help it. So a big one is ask for help when necessary, okay? I'm guilty of this, and I'm an OCD type of person. I like to have everything done by myself. I like to make sure that it's getting completed because I feel like if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done right. But that's not fair, and you always just stress yourself out to the point that you can't even have fun when the people show up because you're just not asking for help. You're not letting people help you. So ask for help when it's necessary. Let people help you. Show them how you want it to be done. If that's what you want to do, tell them what you need, but let people help you during this time because it can be super, super stressful. And ultimately, the whole goal is for everybody to have fun, not just the people who are coming to enjoy the party. So if you stress yourself out entirely too much before people even get there, what was the point? To tag along that is just don't forget to have fun. So don't get so caught up in having the perfect event and everybody having so much fun that you forget to have fun. And I have been so guilty of that. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna stink, and I'm so OCD, and I hate the way this is going, and I hate this, that I literally just am so stressed and do not even enjoy the event. So don't be that person. Please, please, please do not forget to have fun during the holidays. You know, obviously don't stress yourself out, ask for help, and follow these steps when you're preparing for the holidays, and you are going to have a good time. You're going to be stress relieved, and you're going to really, really enjoy yourself, and obviously that is the ultimate goal here. I hope that this video helped for day 3 of Vlogmas. I think I'm losing track already, but again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do so and turn on your post notifications. That way you do not miss any future videos to come. I love you guys. Happy holidays, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.